We finally got my TikTok order in. I'm super excited. So we are going to unbox everything and see what we got. So first I ordered some bookmarks. They look like so. Each bookmark, it looks like there's 8, and each bookmark is a different design. So this is one design. I think it's all gonna be like the Mandela look. So those are all the designs. Probably this one or this one's probably my favorite design. So, but you can see there's a little hole at the top. So it came with, since there's 8, it came with 8 of these, and I guess that's gonna be threaded in there somehow. And so that's how the bookmark will be. And then the beads are all of the glitter shimmery beads. So I'm not unboxing it, but you can see it's packaged pretty much the same way as any other diamond artist. I mean, they're thin. See how thin they are. It's like a plastic, like a hard flexible plastic. But I notice here on the edges, it's sticky. So I'm guessing whatever the stickiness is on this to make the diamond beads stick has somehow gotten on the sides too, and I think that's going to be a problem putting them in a book as a bookmark. So that might be a problem. Not sure how that's going to work, but and then also the diamond beads going on, you know, top being rough against the book pages. I'm not sure about that, but we'll just have to see once we get them done. I think it's a good design. I like the fact that they're all the glittery beads. So yeah, I like those. I can't remember how much these cost me. I don't think they cost very much though. So I did not write down how much they cost me, but I don't think they cost very much. Otherwise I wouldn't have ordered them, because I tried to be very cost effective on everything that I ordered off of the TikTok shop. So, because I wasn't sure on the quality on anything. So yep, that was the first thing. Okay, next thing that we ordered off TikTok shop is coasters. And I didn't realize I ordered as many as I did, but that's okay, because they were super affordable. I believe like 2 of them might have cost me $5. I think like 2 of them cost me $3, and the rest was like $4. So pretty good deal. They come, I'll show you, come in a little coaster that holds the coasters, this little holder. 8 coasters comes in each set. And then here are the diamond beads, and they're all glittery, which I did not expect. I can't remember what the photos look like when I ordered them, but I know at least one set, and then it'll be this first one that I show you, it did not indicate to me that it was going to be glitter beads. The photo didn't. I mean, they just look like normal beads. So I was a little surprised when they were all glitter beads, but I like the glitter beads. So I'm anxious to see what, like for instance, I'll go ahead and show you. This is one that's called Sunset, and it's more of like the black and the orange and the yellow type of sunset. Like black trees with the orange and the reds and the yellow background sunset, that type of image. Like see, here's one. And I wasn't sure how this is gonna work being all glitter diamond beads. But we'll see. I mean, I think it'll be fine. So, and I don't know that they can really serve as a coaster just because, so here's the, you can see they're thin. They have that woody coaster look. But I don't know, this just kind of feels raw. Like there's nothing, like nothing sealing that if water gets on this, it isn't gonna like make it expand and swell and not, I don't know, sit right. And then this, you gotta figure, you put the glitter diamond beads on top. It has like a rough, uneven surface. So I don't think a glass is gonna be able to sit on the coaster, and if anything, it's gonna seep down into it, and then is it gonna make the wood, this little particle, whatever, swell? I don't know. Just unsure that it'll really be able to serve as a coaster. I still like the idea. I still think it's super nice that it comes with little coaster holders. The fact that they come with 8 for the cost, because that is a good, cute little size, you know, a nice little size to sit and do one little session with, and you know, each evening or whatever. It just, I'm gonna like them regardless if they serve the purpose of an actual coaster, is what I'm saying. So anyways, that's the first to design there. And then see how it's a dark orange and red, and all the palm tree likes is that real dark color. It's just that. I should have probably taken a screenshot to show you, but that's okay. That's that set. Also, on a side note, I noticed in the last video, this little plastic makes a very loud crinkling noise. It sounds a lot louder on the recording than what it actually even sounds here. I tried a few things to cut that out. I would have loved to have been able to just mask the background noise and not have to, I think I just chose to fast forward really fast and mute it so that way you couldn't hear it, because it was like disturbingly loud to where you would have wanted to turn down the volume on your phone if you were watching the video. But that's just a learning thing. Like, it's just, you know, being new to videoing and editing, it's just something I'm gonna have to learn as I go, and I haven't learned how to do that yet. So I'm trying to record in different ways to avoid the noise with stuff like that. So just FYI. But okay, so this next set, got one coaster set down. This is the other sunset that I ordered, and this is gonna be more of like your bright blues and your pinks and your purples and that kind of sunset stuff. So this, I can't tell what the photo even is. Is it, maybe it's supposed to be this way? I'm not sure. It kind of looks like maybe it's a sailboat. I don't know. We'll definitely be able to figure out once we do it. That was another thing. I wasn't really sure what the photo was, but you can tell it's a beach and then the sunset. I just don't know what all that is, but I'm sure once we get it complete, it would, it's gonna come together and make more sense. And one thing I noticed on this one, I didn't notice on the last one. I'm pretty sure these are very similar images. It's just the lighthouse is on different sides, but otherwise it looks like the same photo just flipped, and it came in the same coaster set. But that's okay. I mean, I don't care. I just making an observation. Oh, these are the beads. I'm not sure if I showed the beads. All these coaster sets, I'm not sure if I said, are gonna be those glittery, the glittery shimmery beads. So this was butterflies. don't think I'm showing the beads on each one of these. That's okay. Beads. These are going to be the books. This one is houses. I said houses, but I wrote down houses, but several of these photos you'll see has the word bookstore. So I'm not really sure what it's officially called, but you know, there's all gonna be storefronts or house front, something like that. Like that one actually says bookstore. You can see it has a storefront. This one though just looks like a house. So that one says bookstore. This one says bookstore. Just looks like a house. This just looks like a house. That says bookstore. And that says bookstore. So. Okay, and the rest of these, I got 4 sets left. They're all gonna be the like mandala design. I actually had wrote down that I had a light mandala and then 2 other mandalas and then one that was cats, but I didn't get one that was cats. I mean, they came from China. I'm not gonna send a mandala set back and want my cats. I'll just try to order the cats the next time because I'm not gonna do that. But so let's do the light mandala first. Again, those are the beads. I guess it's not necessary that I show the beads every time because they're all gonna be glittery like that, and I'm not actually opening the packages, but so these are gonna be the light mandala, just meaning lighter in color. And these also, this is the only design, yes, the only design that isn't a perfect circle. So I don't really know what made them decide that, but that's the only one that has, you know, little edges based on the design. It's not just a symmetrical circle, I guess you would say. And I like all of these. There's not one of these these light colored flower, I call it mandala, that's what I wrote down, but I think that's what it was officially called on when I ordered it, but I liked all of these. Not one of these styles that I disliked, so. In fact, this might be a set I don't give away, I just keep for myself. We'll see. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with any of these after I get them done, honestly. But, shimmery ones. Again, these last 3 sets are all the mandala design. I like that one. Lots of different colors on that. Ooh, this one's a spiral. I haven't seen that design yet. I think that's gonna look really good. Of course, I don't think there's any of these mandala, really any of these coasters that I've seen. Ooh, I think that's gonna look good. That I'm like, I don't really like that. I think I like the size of them. I like the fact that they come in a coaster holder. I like the fact there's 8 of those and they are super affordable. I mean, for, again, the most expensive one I bought was $5. And that was for 2 of them. Otherwise, the majority of these were $4 a piece. So I'll probably order more sets, whether they serve as coasters or not, just because for the price, for the size of what, you know, the diamond art area that you get to do, and you get 8 of them together, like I really like that. I think it's a super good deal. The beads. And then And I will say, even though I got 3 sets of this mandala ones that were labeled mandala, I don't think any of the designs are the same. So I don't know how that happened. I mean, I don't know if I order another mandala set from that company, is it gonna be any of these same ones? I'm not really sure. Maybe I had different item numbers. I didn't look that hard. So I guess maybe if I do a reorder, I will. Another thing we ordered was canvases, like the bigger ones. So I already hung them up on the wall though, because they were a little crinkled when I got them out, and I wanted them to kind of, I don't know, flatten out. I thought maybe that might help. So I'm gonna have to take the camera to them. So this is one of the canvases I got. As you can see, it's just a bunch of rubber ducks. It's like the size of a poster board. It's pretty big. It is a 50 by 70, and there are 48 different colors. I don't know, I honestly expected this to look a little different in person. I don't know why, it just looked better online. Nothing that's wrong with it, I don't know. There's another one I wish I would have gotten this bigger size, but I didn't, so yeah. I mean, it's so big that I think it would have to go like in the front of a daycare or something, or like a play area, something like that. Otherwise, I just don't think, I don't know what you would do with it. So there's that one. Next one is this cute little milkshakes. You can see they're like a pinky type color. They almost remind me of like a Candyland. And there's donuts and a cupcake. It is a 50 by 50, and there are 40 different diamond art bead colors. And this is the one I wish I would have gotten in that bigger poster board size, just because I absolutely love the design. I'm not really sure what I was thinking when I was doing the order with that rubber duck, but oh well, is what it is. So I really like that, this image a lot. Next one, this reminds me of like a pink themed gingerbread house. I almost thought about saving it for more of like a winter, so I was trying to do different designs and like seasons if possible. But I don't know, I might not, because it's kind of like, it gives me the Candyland vibe, but it kind of gives me like Candyland Christmas. I don't know. Anyways, it's a 40 by 40, and it has 30 different diamond art colors. I really like that one. It's, even though this one does have a lot of that, if you've seen other videos, you know I don't like solid sections of the same color, and all this here is all the same color. So that, I don't know, that's not gonna be too bad, I don't think. In fact, in this one over here, you can see all of this here, this, all that. All of that is the same exact color too. And that's gonna be very tedious. Oh, you can see all along the border, that's all the same color, those sections here. Yeah. I don't know, that's just tedious to me, and it's time consuming, and it takes me forever to do. And so yeah, I might do it first just to get it out of the way. This is the last canvas of the bigger canvases that we ordered. It's a 30 by 30. It's just like super fun, colorful sunflowers. And there are 25 different diamond art bead colors. I really liked this one. Honestly, it could have been a larger canvas too. I wasn't so sure about how it would look, so I got the smaller size. And I was trying to get different sizes for each one, which I did do, because I like to have them as an example hanging up on the wall when I go to do future orders. I can be like, okay, this is a 30 by 30, so this is the size it's gonna, just kind of a reference. I'm just more of a visual person, so. These are the diamond beads for the rubber duck, the big poster board one, the one that is 50 by 70. So, lot of beads. And there's nothing from looking at them here that looks different about them. Well, slightly, but we'll go over that in a minute. So this is the beads for the milkshake. They're all packaged the same way. It's the same manufacturer. I think it's the same vendor that I ordered all of the canvases from. So lots of beads there too. These are going to be the beads for the gingerbread house. This is another canvas that I got. You can see it's a car with like pastel type of balloons coming out the top. And I think there's like, just driving down the road with like an ocean in back or something. It is a 30 by 40. And it's got 25 different colored diamond art beads. So, and these are the different beads. Okay, next, this is what we got. It reminds me of that, there's a cartoon, I don't know what it's called, that has a house with like balloons coming out at the top, but I can't remember what it's called. That kind of is what it reminds me of. I got it because I like different colors mixed together, and I thought all these different balloons would be fun. This isn't gonna be fun for me, and all this, but I'll get through it. And this is a 40 by 50, and it has 35 different colored diamond art beads, and these are the beads. So I did open one of the diamond art beads just to give you guys, to let you guys see it. Also, the last two canvases, I think I am gonna hang up on the wall, but I didn't this time just because the packaging was a lot easier to get them back into, so that's why I didn't for this unboxing. So the idea too behind that was to order a different size for each one of the canvases, just because I'm more of a visual person, so I thought it would be nice to have a different size of canvas already completed on the wall or even uncompleted, just to give me a visual for future orders. And so I think that will be, that was the whole goal of ordering different sizes. So I got a 30 by 30, I got a 30 by 40, I got a 40 by 40, a 40 by 50, a 50 by 50, and a 50 by 70. So that was kind of by design, so I wanted to do it that way. Now, I might not necessarily keep these designs up on the walls. I might find a design I like better, like say those rubber ducks, and replace it with a different design, but I still wanted one of each type of size that if I was looking at stuff and say, oh, I like this, oh, this size, this is what it would be like. It just, I don't know, helps me more visually have a reference. So that was the idea behind that. And I thought it was kind of weird that like even the big 50 by 70 poster board size still came with only one tray and still came with just this size of wax, which is the same size that the 30 by 30 came with. I thought it was a little odd, but I got plenty of wax, so it's no big deal. But so the legend is printed on the side of each one of those canvases, but also it came with a paper with the legend printed on it. And then it has a photo here, you can see up there, of the image, so then I know it's for that one. So that was nice. Where it gets different. So out of Walmart, Hobby Lobby, the Five Below, Dollar Tree, all of the coaster sets, all of those that I've ordered, all of the diamond art bead packaging has been the same. They're all in that like square type thing, like so. They all have this square, this gray strip with the, however it's labeled there in the center. All of it has been the same regardless of where I've purchased it at until now. These came differently. So these first, like this, labeled 943. So then you have to go to the legend and find 943 and know that the symbol is the letter H. So it does still have the color, like the color of the diamond art bead is this green teal light color, green. On the canvas, it's gonna have like that kind of in the background of the letter H. So that will be helpful, but I think just because it's packaged differently and it's not just, I felt like the other ones were just, on the packages was labeled like 1 through 20 something or 1 through 10 and then went from like A to Z, something like that, but almost like a numerical or alphabetical order is how they were labeled. And then you compared that to the, you compared that to the legend. For some reason was easier to me. This being like random numbers and having to look at those and then see, I think that's gonna confuse me. So part of my art supplies was getting these little circle dots. I don't know if you can see those, but they're little stickers. And I store all my diamond art beads while I'm doing a canvas in something like this. So I think I'm gonna have to put the sticker on the square, label it with what the symbol is, just right off the beginning. Do that, because otherwise I think I'm gonna end up confusing myself. And yeah, so I'm just gonna do that straight from the beginning on all of these because it's just a little different. And in the other ones, the string of diamond art beads is completely connected, like just one after another connected. These are only connected by the same color. Like there's only one package of this teal, so this is the way it is. There's 2 of this purple, so it's connected. That's what I mean by that. There's 3 of this yellow, so they're all connected. But that's the way it came, and that's the way all of these canvases that I ordered came packaged because they're all from the same manufacturer. So, you know, I don't know, it's just a little different than what I'm used to. So I think by labeling those, I write off in the beginning of what symbol they are, and that's the symbol that I put them on the canvas. I think that will help me tremendously. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, the last thing we got was we did the mystery bundle, you know, the 20 by 20 size that you can get 10, 20, or 30. We did that. I got the 30. I think they ended up being, so I got 30. It's like $39, just round it to 40, ended up being like $1.33, say $1.25, whatever, a piece. So pretty good price, and they're all mystery. You didn't get to pick anything. I did kind of look at those just because they kind of came in a separate little package, and we'll just go through them. I have mixed feelings, so. This. So it looks like a dog and a cat. And I don't know what these are gonna look like when they're done. You know, the image that's printed on this is it might be a little blurry to you, and it's blurry to me too. It's no different. So I'm hoping once I've completed it that it's a little, you know, their overall picture is a little bit more clear. Because like any of these that I've done in the past, you know, the image is very clear. You can very clearly tell what it is. There's no questioning what the image is. So I'm questioning whether that's going to be the case with these. And I think it's just because that image is blurry, so it just kind of has me wondering. So one thing I noticed. Oh, another thing, not sure if I mentioned, they're all 20 by 20s, and they all have 15 different colored diamond art beads, all of them. So this looks like a horse, like a whimsical, I don't know, horse with like some butterflies. See that? That's like I don't know. To me it looks like a tiger, like a character type of tiger, but hummingbird. I like that one. It's cute. It does have all this solid section of black there, and you can see that, but it's such a small that that'll be fine. That won't bother me. This is like a, I don't want to say Highland cow because it looks more like a cow. That there on top isn't flowers. That's what I thought at first. It's hair. It's just colored. So it's got colored pink and blue hair. So that one's okay. This is a turtle. And again, I guess it's, I don't know, it's just, there's something about the image that's just blurry to me. So I'm just a little curious how the end result is going to turn out. In fact, I planned on doing another one first, but I might try one of these first because I'm just that curious about it. So this is a cat. It's like a, I'm not sure if you can see. It's like a colorful cat. It's got like yellows and pinks and blues, and almost as if you got paint all over a cat. It's just not like a realistic cat, which is okay. But that is a dog. Looks like a little like Yorkie Shih Tzu dog. And again, the image is blurry, so it's one of those, I'm just a little anxious on how, or not anxious, I'm just curious on how it's gonna turn out. This was a house. This is another Highland cow type. Looks like it's got a flower on top with some glasses. Trying to just, tiger. Looks like a cat with a bird. This is like a cat peeking around a corner. Another, I guess, Highland cow. I don't know. It's all lighter in color. This is sunflowers, but it's like different colors. It doesn't look like this different color sunflower that I ordered, the bigger one though. It has a different look to it. So again, this is one of them. I'm kind of curious at what the ending result's gonna be. This looks like a wolf family. Like you can see the mom and dad, but then there's 3 babies down there. I know that image isn't clear. Again, this is another one of those because the image isn't clear. I wonder how the end result image is gonna be. Just, you know, one of those things, curious about. This is a sun and moon. I like that, it's a little different. It's got the golds and stuff like that. Even though it's gonna have this solid sections of green you can see, but since they're so small, I think it'll be okay on these. I think that'll be okay. This looks like a dragon and maybe a unicorn. Again, it's another one of those blurry, but again, it could just be how it's printed on the canvas. I don't know. This is sunflowers. Again, this is another one of those blurry images. And even like how it is here just seems very, I don't know. I don't know that it's gonna look like pretty sunflowers. It's just got a weird look to it. So. This looks like a squirrel, like a white squirrel. Kind of looks like a fairy tales type of squirrel, which is okay. Not every animal needs to look realistic. But that's what it looks like to me. This is another dog. Again, it looks like a lot of the solid sections. You can see where all of this and all of it's just the same color. It's just not appealing to me, but we're gonna get through it. It's a small one, so we can do it. This is some kind of a winter animal-like thing. It's like white, and then it's got like a scarf and hat and all that. It's like a light blue. You can see all these colors are light. It's all a very light blue type of color. So I'm not sure what kind of animal it is. It almost looks like a cat, but I'm not really sure. Maybe once we get it done, we'll be able to see the image a little better. This looks like a dog. So it looks like a Dalmatian. type of dog. The background, I wasn't really so sure about. It almost, to me, it almost looks like a volcano going off, but I don't know. So we'll see. We will see. Okay. This, I don't know what this is, but I actually liked this image. It's very, you know, colorful, kind of. It almost reminds me of like a yin yang. I don't know why, but I like that. This is, it looks like an old man driving like a hippie bus, like a VW type bus, but I know it's not that. And then like flowers up the top. That's what that is. Might be an old woman. It's an older person, let's just say that. Okay. I saved these few for last. This one, okay, I can't tell what this is. It looks, to me, it looks like squirrels with fairy wings is what it looks like to me. Honestly, that's what I don't know. So, yeah. Like a good and a bad line. That's what it looks like to me. Don't know. This one, I don't know what that is. I mean, it looks like, at first I thought it looked like a rat or a mouse. And then I thought, well, maybe it's a bear. And then there was some show, I can't remember what the name of it was called. And it had some evil mouse that just was like possessed or something. That's what it reminded me of. I have no idea where I seen that at, but and then those colors in the background, I don't know what's going on. I'm not really sure what that is. So that was kind of a no-nie. This one I thought was really cute. It's clear, and that's, you know, the image is really clear that's printed on there. It's clearly an owl. It's cute, different colors. You know, there's a lot of that solid, same color. That's okay. Yeah, I like that one. This, what is that? What is that? I have no idea what that is. Like, at first I thought it was like two dolphins, you know, like dolphin here or dolphin there, how that image is kind of, you know, a popular one. And then I thought maybe it looks like a crown. And then I thought maybe a castle. And then I go back to the dolphin. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Got nothing. This last one's probably my favorite image. It's hilarious. And it's funny. So it is two old ladies in bikinis. I hope you can see that. Oh, this glare is giving me fits. Maybe that's a good one. Anyways, I think the image is hilarious. I'm definitely keeping this. I'm not getting rid of it. I thought it was the funniest thing, and of the entire mystery was my favorite. Hilarious. So just a little conclusion. The bookmarks, I liked those. I like the design. My only concern with those is how the sides are going to be sticky. And possibly even the diamond art, because they're even the shimmery ones, maybe they're going to have a rough texture, so I don't want it to affect the books that you're putting it in. But more or less the stickiness is concerning to me, because I don't want the pages to be sticking to the bookmark, and you very clearly can feel stickiness on the sides of the bookmarks. So that's a little bit of a concern, but that's the only concern with those. Next, the coasters. I love the coasters. Love them. You know, they come in the coaster holder. There's 8 coasters. Very affordable. Even the higher costing one being $5, that still makes each coaster less than $1. They all came in the shimmery, diamond, glittery beads. I don't think you can go wrong. I think that was a very excellent deal. I'm probably going to order more of those as long as I'm going to do one. And as long as the diamond art bead sticks to the coaster well, then I'm probably going to order several more sets of those because it was very affordable. And I like those smaller ones to do just because I don't know, I like to sometimes be able to start to finish complete something in one little session of me sitting down and doing the diamond art stuff. So really impressed with those coasters. Next, with the big canvases that I ordered, like I said before, getting them in, I'm not crazy about those ducks. And I think the image was cute online. There's something about them in person that I'm just not a fan of. And I don't know what, and again, looking at them also, it's like with it being the poster board size, you know, what are you going to do with that after you get it done? And I think because I don't like the image, I don't want it hanging up on my wall, so I'm going to get rid of it. You know, maybe the front of a daycare, maybe a daycare playroom, but again, it's, you know, because it's something that could peel off and they could put in their mouth. It's going to have to be up high enough. Maybe framed. I don't know. I'm just not feeling that design. But other than the design, you know, the diamond beads seem fine. There's nothing that seems out of the ordinary from any other diamond painting. And I like the idea, the fact that I ordered a different size of each one to have on the wall for when I do future orders. I can look and be like, oh, this size is this and this is what I want. I think that'll be super helpful. So I'm glad I did that. Lastly, this mystery pick. I have mixed feelings about it. I think it was a good deal. It makes each one of these $1.25, $1.35, something like that. I think is an excellent deal. You know, makes it affordable for any person who wants to buy them, even if, you know, if you're on a fixed income, that's still affordable. You know, $1 something if you did one every day, you know, and I like that. What I don't like is that I just felt like it was, you know, mystery images, and, you know, it had in different, you know, probably 30 different images all, you know, collaged together, and it looked like 30 different good quality pictures. And I felt like what I got was, you know, maybe 5 or 6 good quality pictures. The other ones, and again, it's just they're printed blurry, but I don't know. For the costing $1 something, you know, I like the small 20 by 20 size. I'm okay with that, but and I think I'll order them again because I like having them on hand. I like having these small ones on hand. And again, it was affordable. I just maybe might order with a different vendor to see if maybe I get different type of images. I don't know. Even after I got it in and was, you know, thinking about it, when I would see different people on TikTok, you know, advertising for it, all the ones that they would get, I don't know that any of their images was like super fantastic. I think I probably just didn't pay attention. So I don't know, I have a little mixed for that. And I like the idea that they're small, you know, again, you put these in you can put it in your purse. You could, you know, put it in your suitcase if you were going on vacation and have it done. Doesn't take up a lot of space. Again, once you got it done, it'd be laying flat again in your suitcase, be great, you know. It serves a purpose. I just was not crazy, and I don't know if it's because the images were a little blurry. It's just throwing me off of how they were printed, or what. I mean, like, you know, it looks like an angry mouse to me, or an angry rat. I just can't, I don't know, I'm just, in this, you know, what is that? What is that? So I think those just throw me off. I think I just need to do one of them. I'll probably do one of these two first, and see. And, you know, I'm just on a tangent. even if I can't tell the image, I'll probably still order another mystery pack when I get low, because again, it's super affordable. I like the idea of having these on hand to do. So it's just, that's my rating of them though. So anyways, I'll be anxious to do too at each one of the TikTok shop canvases, just to know the quality. I didn't actually unbox any of these small mystery ones. I'm assuming the beads are probably going to be the same. I don't anticipate that being, you know, anything unexpected or unacceptable or anything like that. So overall, I'm happy with the TikTok shop order. I like the different size canvases so I can use them as a reference to order more sizes. I really like that. Coasters, again, I hope the diamond beads stick to those coasters really well, because I just think that is an excellent deal. And then these mystery ones, again, it's good and bad. It's just, you know, so, but overall, so far, good experience. I'll just have to see how well they all do once, or how the quality, I guess, of all of them once I complete them. And I'll be videoing that and posting that as we go along, like I do with all the others. So that'll probably be the next two things. It's my goal to order, is one off of, I want to say it's like Dreamer Designs or something. Apparently I signed up for something because I get text on it. And then the Diamond Art Club, I'd like to order one from those, but those are both going to be bigger canvases probably. So I've kind of held off on that, but, and they cost more. You know, they're significantly more in cost than, say, what like the rubber duck size one was. I'd say it's probably 4 times the cost at Diamond Art Club, and maybe 2 or 3, probably 3 times the cost through that Dreamer Design, or I don't know, I can't remember, something. And so I'm wondering what makes it triple and 5 times the cost, you know? So that'll be something I kind of try to review and make a note of too, because on top of doing these unboxing and showing you what I got, I want to start doing one from each different thing that I ordered, and then, you know, I film it and do reviews and all that. So, but as far as orders go, those will be the next 2 that I order. Otherwise, I'm just going to start completing these so that way I can kind of compare the quality of each one. So